So we're at Juanita School in the village of Jungle in Thika East, Kenya. So really, you're in central Kenya is where you are at. We'll go through the big gate and takes you into the school.
3 years ago, this was just a dream. It was an empty field. But Juanita and Patrick had a vision of building a school here for kids, but there was no water, no electricity, and no school. We drilled the well, we ran the electricity, and now there's a school called Juanita School. This is a high school for girls 9th grade on.
We opened our doors on January the 14th, 2020. We have 16 students, we have 5 teachers, and we are moving on all right. The beginning is usually the hardest part, but we are coping.
All right, here we go. Let's come on in. The main hall. The students are actually in class over here. You might be able to hear them singing.
This is a good place, a school to live and learn.
It's a boarding school, and Juanita is the schoolmaster here. She's not just the schoolmaster, she's the parent. She's here 7 days a week, 24/7. She is their mother here. It's more than a full-time job, but it is a sacrifice of love that she is offering to bring an education to these kids.
When I met George, we talked physically and then through the phone. And when we were talking to each other through the phone, he did not hear so well, so I told him my name is Jacinta, but he got it as Juanita. And that is how the name Juanita started. And when we checked what Juanita means, we found that it means gift from God or God's grace. So we found it was a good name. So that's how it came up to be called Juanita School.
You go through the corridor. We have 2 washrooms in the school. This is part of being a boarding school. So you come in, and again, we're still in the process of fixing some things, going back through. It's like any project over here. Sometimes things get done, and they have to be redone. It's just part of life. I think we have that in America too, don't we? We're the Gibbs family. I'm Jeremiah. This is my wife, Sarah, son, JJ, and then Liberty Grace. So our family arrived here December 29th of just this past year. So we're just before New Year's, and we are here until April 17th. So we're here for the term. It's the first school term. They have trimesters here, so we're here for the first semester.
We originally saw George at our church, Baldwin Baptist in Baldwin, Missouri, and my father had recently passed away, and we had gotten a little bit of money from that, and I felt like we needed to use it in a good way, and so we got with George, and originally we were going to help him just dig a well, but he introduced us to Patrick and Jacinta. And from there, we kind of decided we wanted to help with this project. And so we were able to provide the funds to bring the power to the school originally. And so that's how we got started with this.
We're here to serve. I'm actually the CRE teacher. I'm the religion teacher for the school, and I'm serving as the pastor for the school for its initial opening, just to help them get through. This is one of the coolest parts. We're wrapping it up right now, but we actually have a legit science lab here. So we have sinks, just like you would have back home. We're working on getting the things like the beakers and stuff like that, so we can actually do some chemistry experiments and stuff. But we actually have a science lab. One of the parts to this school that everybody that comes here, including the students and the teachers, think is awesome is we have a library. We have novels, we have fictional, nonfiction, inspirational. We actually have textbooks from America. The cool part about it is Kenyans have their own textbooks, so we have to use the Kenyan textbooks here at the school. But Kenyan textbooks are very simple, paperback, thin books. They can go through and use the diagrams and pictures and examples that are in these books that their textbooks lack.
Does it make you happy to learn?
Yes,
Why?
because I can be able to achieve my goals.
Okay. What goals do you have?
When I grow up, I would like to be a lecturer.
What?
A lecturer.
Lecturer?
Yes.
You want to talk in front of people?
Yes.
They get up about 5 and they begin schoolwork, then homework or whatever. They almost immediately go to the classroom and start working on things like that. And then they start classes at 8.
The students actually take 12 classes at a time. From 8 to 4 is class. They get a tea break. Kenyans love their tea. So they take a tea break around 10:30. That lasts about 20 minutes. And then lunch is at 11:15. And then back to class for the afternoon. Classes end at 4. And then myself and the teachers are here from 4 to 5. We stay 1 hour after class. That is their time. If they need to seek out a teacher, the students can come seek out a teacher to help them.
We learn very well. We have fun with Mr. Gibbs and his family. I like it because when I'm here, I feel at home.
How much do you like being here?
100%.
100%?
I like it because we have good education here and we are learning very good and still it's a good school.
So we have 16 students here now, our first semester. If we were not here, they would have no school to go to, no future to look forward to. So we offer an education that will hopefully prepare them for university, a job after they graduate, or we also teach farming techniques. An individual with an acre of land and a hoe can become a commercial farmer, so that it will prepare them for later life.
So we're gonna head upstairs now. Upstairs is where the dorms are for this building, and it's also where some more classrooms are. So you've got 5 more classrooms up here, another washroom, and 3 more dorm rooms that we're not even using right now. So we've got room to grow. We could house and board and educate 100 girls here, but obviously if God blesses us, we hope to be able to expand that. So the school was actually built with the idea that at some point we'd have a 3rd floor. So if he pans up, the green line running around this school is actually the catwalk without the platform in it for the 3rd floor in those walls. So to put a 3rd floor on this building one day, all we'd have to do is pull the roof off, extend the walls up a little bit, and put the roof back on. You can kind of peek through the window here. This is actually more classrooms. We got several classrooms on the 2nd floor, but this is the dorm room. So we'll come in. The girls are all down in class, so no big deal for the guys to come in here. But come on in. This is a typical dorm for our school. Currently there's 16 girls living in here. We could actually handle 25 per room. I've been blessed to visit multiple schools around the area. We've got room in between our cots here. The last school we went to that was a boarding school, the cots were actually pushed tight together. So if you were in the middle, you actually had to crawl across everybody else's beds to get to your bed. Personal space didn't exist. So again, we're trying to make the school a little bit different and give these girls just a little bit extra. You know, and things are made here. That's the coolest part. Everything is built here, all right? So these bunks were fabricated, welded up right here on the school. When my family showed up, the first thing we did was the welder was making them and we painted them. And so everything here is just kind of organic, the way it comes. You can buy these, but your money goes so much further here, and that's a big thing we're all about, is making whatever money God blesses us with go as far as it can. So vice buying bunks, we made them. We got twice as many bunks for the same amount of money that we could have bought them for.
I'm comfortable.
You're comfortable?
Yeah.
So you're happy then?
Yeah.
I want to learn more and help my siblings.
All 16 of these girls come from backgrounds that their families could not provide them with a chance for an education. We have 2 girls specifically that come from slum in Nairobi. It's actually the largest slum in Kenya. And when we describe a slum, you can't. I mean, it's shacks just crammed together, made out of barn tin, wood, scraps of wood, burlap sacks.
No bathrooms, no kitchens.
Yeah, it's kind of built on a hill, so the sewage and stuff waste just runs down the hill. So being here at the school is, I mean, it's a total different life that these girls are getting.
Do you like it here?
Of course, I like it very much.
Good. Why do you like it so much?
I like it because I feel like I'm home. Because other people who are in boarding school say that school are boring, that they are treated bad, but here, I'm feeling good.
We have like 4 pillars that holds the school of our education system in this school. One is clean water, and we intend to give this village clean water. The second thing is agriculture. We want this school to be self-sustaining in terms of food. Right now we have corn in the field, we have vegetables. That is what we are using to feed the students. Then the other one is evangelism. The school is grounded on Christian values. We want our students to grow up knowing about God, about Jesus, morals.
Everything to God in prayer.
Then the last one is education, the fourth pillar. We are giving them education. You find that in most of these societies and communities in Kenya, most of the women are disadvantaged. Girl students or girls, most of them don't go to school. So we want to empower them academically so that when they leave our institution, they'll be able to improve on the lives of their families and they'll have a voice in the way they'll live after they leave this place.
I would like to be a doctor.
A doctor?
Yes.
Wow. You think you will become a doctor?
If I study well
Okay.
and follow what my teachers are telling me to do.
Right now, we only have the basic things for the students. The uniforms, they only have 2 skirts and 2 blouses and a sweater, 2 pairs of socks. The books, they are sharing 1 book per 7 students, so we don't have enough textbooks. Our laboratory is empty. We don't have any laboratory equipment. And also the building is still not complete. You've seen our toilets, there is only 1 door, the others don't have doors. So there is so much going on that we'll use when we get money that has been donated.
You can adopt a student for $100 a month, and it's a tax-deductible gift, and every dime, there's no administration fee or anything. The whole money comes straight to the school to support the students. It means their food, their tuition, their education, that takes care of them totally. And helps pay the teacher's salary. And our teachers are great servants of God. They get paid a total of $200 a month. So it's not a money-making organization, but it sure is a life-giving organization.
Truly, the best way to support this school is to adopt a girl, to sponsor a student and take her through 4 years. It's $100 a month, it's $1,200 a year. That's tuition, boarding, food, everything. Our family has Mercy. She was the very first student that showed up here. She actually showed up 2 days early. So we're gonna adopt Mercy. We're gonna take Mercy all the way through school. It's $100 a month. When we get home from here, that's me saying, okay, the Gibbs family, 1 night a month, we'll skip going out to dinner at a restaurant. And if I do that, Mercy gets a great education. I don't know what she'll do with her life. I don't know what she'll do, if she'll go to the university, if she'll just get a job after high school, but it guarantees she gets to go to high school. You're not changing just that girl's life. I mean, essentially she'll have kids one day. You're changing a family. You're changing the outcome of a family. And you're gonna communicate with your student. You know, we're setting it up to where every month they can, through one of the teachers here, they can actually send emails and let you know how they're doing. Maybe, ask for prayer for something specific.
In our school anthem, we say that this school has united the world. So we hope you continue being partners, and even your children, let them also participate so that this continues for generations.
When you think of 300,000 kids not having a future, it gives hope for a whole nation again. So it's important to prepare people for future life, to preach the gospel, give them Christian principles to live by, and to show the compassion of Christ. It just changes humanity. I'd like to say thank you to all those who have supported us and brought us this far. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to them, because if it were not for them, could not be here.
God bless you and all the people who organized for me to be here.
Thank you very much for your gifts and your concern in watching this video. And go ahead and write your most generous check. Won't hurt you a bit.